Alchemist here, and today I wanted to talk about Lae'ti'kohl. She is a demoness from the Book of Azazel, and she helps formulate plans for your future and whatever that may be, and how you can get to that goal. And I remember September 1st of 2020, I was reading the Book of Azazel, and when I read about her, and it stated that she helps make a master plan for you to follow through with to be able to execute your desires effectively, I thought it would be a great entity to connect with, to be able to just evolve all my arts and practices and things in which I desired to do at the time. And at that time, I really wanted to be able to map out a tour once COVID and everything died down, and also have another album ready to be dropped. And when you call her forth, it states in the Book of Azazel, it's better to have out written questions to ask her. So when you're going through that and building that plan together, you can kind of dot your I's and cross your T's and know exactly what you're going for. And I don't recall bringing many questions to the forefront, but more of what I desired to do. And it's been 2 years since that point, and it wasn't until recently when everything dawned on me that the manifestation has been brought to life. Through the past couple years, not only has my art style developed and I now almost have my next album ready to drop, but I've also grown in other ways of my craft and bringing that alongside with my music when I go do shows and places. And now I am able to map out a nav point on which a tour will start when my next album is dropping, and what is going to set it off here in my hometown before I go on the tour itself, and execute everything efficiently. And now I'm able to see that. And of course, back when I did the evocation, I was thinking to myself, how can I make this happen in a year from now? And it's been 2 years, and now the master plan has finally come together. And I've become more effective in the ways of my planning, as well as understanding how to execute everything perfectly. And not just kind of like fumble and get through, but be able to execute it. And when I'm learning, and what I'm now understanding she has taught me, is definitely you bring and you make a plan. You map out what you desire to do. But you're just seeing point A and to point B. But you don't realize that it's really point A to point Z. And there's different things you have to do and as a person and develop to be able to not only get through and execute the plan, but also to do everything perfect so there's no mix up in your next step. And how are you going to do that? As well as never giving up. Because once you have a plan for your future, then you can go forward. And yes, sometimes some doors shut. Sometimes they open, ones you didn't have any idea about. And I've had a lot of doors shut, especially when it's come with the music. I have had to go through lots of different producers. I've went to many venues, and I've seen which ones are great, which ones aren't, and really just seeing how effective it is once you've made connections when you go out of state, and just really connecting with individuals in different places and building a community of people in a network to be able to then make a plan and be able to make it so much more of an easy flow versus just hoping, calling, wishing. Things take time, and life takes time for plans to go through and work, or you have to make up something new. But at the end of the day, as long as you know where your point A is and where you want to go, then you can go and execute. But time is irrelevant to spirits because all things are present. It's the fourth dimension is time. And sometimes we have to understand that when we're stuck in the ego, I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to get out of, or you can get out of it and then be out of it forever and hit nirvana. But sometimes you have to be able to let go of your limiting beliefs of how you're going to execute things and how fast it's going to come about, and just let it be created and let go, and then just let things unfold and just don't stop. Keep going forward. And that's honestly a perfect example on how magic works and how to manifest things effortlessly, because you really let it go, and then you don't have to worry about it. And then when you just put in the work, I know effortlessly and putting in work might sound like that's what do you mean? There's the daily, every single day energy, putting water with that seed, whatever it may be. And when you just get in that state of flow, it does become effortless because it becomes a part of you in your everyday life. So call up Lae'ti'kohl and ask her about better ways for you to get to your point A, to wherever your final nav point is located. Whether that's in showing off your art, doing music, getting that degree, getting that house, whatever it may be, you can make it happen and manifest a battle plan together with Lae'ti'kohl.